What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to another great video on our channel. Be it the plot or the casting, the MCU is full of surprises for its fans. The X-Men is one of the most popular franchises in the Marvel Universe, and with Hugh Jackman, who portrayed the role of Wolverine, getting too old for this role, things have taken a slight turn. So who will be the next Wolverine? Let's take a look at whether or not the next in line is Chris Evans to play MCU Wolverine. Number 5. Chris Evans' career. Before you start doubting Chris Evans' credibility for the role and whether or not he's the perfect choice for Wolverine, let's take a look at the movies Chris Evans has done in the past. Chris Evans is one of the most popular actors in Hollywood and has been making his way to the top ever since he entered the world of Hollywood. Throughout his career, Chris Evans has starred in multiple movies and has adopted the role of the lead character, doing absolute justice to the character every time. If we look at some of Chris Evans' work throughout his career, we can easily name a ton of movies that he starred in. Starting from the movie Before We Go, which was released back in 2014, to being a part of the Avengers' cast, Chris Evans has really made a name for himself in Hollywood. Chris isn't just best known for his work in sci-fi movies, he's also proven to be an excellent actor for the romantic genre. His movies, including Snowpiercer, Sunshine, Avengers Age of Ultron, Gifted, Knives Out, the Captain America and Avengers trilogy, as well as The Iceman, cover a diverse range of genres. If you haven't already seen any of the movies from the Avengers franchise, then you might not be familiar with who Chris Evans is, but if you've seen him acting for the MCU, you probably already have a pretty good idea that Chris Evans will definitely do justice to the role of Wolverine. Number 4. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Now, when we talk about Wolverine, the first name that pops in everyone's mind is without a doubt Hugh Jackman. From being the most famous actor who's played the role of Wolverine to bringing his own touch to the role, we don't think there's anyone else who can do a better job at being Wolverine than Hugh Jackman himself. However, before Hugh Jackman was cast for the role of Wolverine, Russell Crowe was finalized to play Wolverine's character. However, Russell declined the role and recommended Hugh Jackman to the director. According to Hugh, he was in Oklahoma at the time, and when he appeared for the audition, his hair was covered in hay. Before getting the role, Hugh Jackman had no idea about who Wolverine was or even about the X-Men. Despite his Australian accent and his lack of knowledge about the X-Men and Wolverine, Hugh Jackman was cast for the role, and we couldn't be more glad that he was finalized for this role. In addition to his stellar role as Wolverine, Hugh Jackman has the most longevity as an actor who starred in a film series. However, like all good things, Hugh Jackman's career as Wolverine has also reached its peak, and Hugh has decided to say goodbye to the franchise. But who will be replacing him as Wolverine now? Number 3. Chris Evans to play MCU Wolverine. With Chris Evans already being a part of the Marvel Universe, it's no surprise that the MCU has decided to shortlist him for the role of Wolverine. The directors of the Avengers series have already exhibited an interest in making a sequel called The Secret Wars. In addition to being enthusiastic about the idea of the sequel, the directors also have their hearts set on a few actors for some roles. Previously, the directors had mentioned that they believed Chris Evans would make a good Spider-Man at some point. However, it appears that over time, their opinion has changed. When the two were recently asked in an interview about who they think Chris Evans could play in another comic book, they both said Wolverine. Moreover, the directors also mentioned that if they had to bring Chris Evans back into the MCU, they would definitely be bringing him back as the Wolverine. Well, if the directors do get their dream of making the Secret Wars, we could be seeing Chris Evans as Wolverine. Number 2. Is Chris Evans right for the role? Chris has been a part of the Marvel Universe for quite some time now, and has also expressed his own interest in the role of Spider-Man. Chris even mentioned that it was his dream job. However, it seems like Chris got over that once he was cast as Captain America. Chris has always done a stellar job and has given his own unique touch to his roles, which makes us believe that he might actually be able to put an interesting spin on Wolverine's character and do him justice. Number 1. Other possible characters for the role. After Hugh Jackman, there's a big question mark on who will take the responsibility of portraying Wolverine's character. Well, other than the directors making it pretty evident that they want Chris Evans to play Wolverine, there are a few other names in the mix as well. One possible option is Daniel Radcliffe, but there's a very slight possibility of him playing Wolverine. Other characters include Keanu Reeves, Jason Momoa, Tom Hardy, Taron Egerton, Anthony Starr, Scott Eastwood, Luke Hemsworth, Luke Evans, and Henry Cavill. Whoever the MCU chooses has to not only be an excellent actor, but should definitely have the physique to portray Wolverine and should be young enough to sign a contract that lasts for at least a decade. Well, we certainly can't wait to see who the MCU brings as Wolverine after Hugh Jackman. Well guys, here's all you need to know about whether or not Chris Evans will be replacing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the MCU's X-Men franchise. Do you think he's good enough for the role? Let us know in the comments down below, and do be sure to like this video and subscribe. Catch you guys later!